Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Big Mama Energy.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Tia.
And today we have a video coming to you about signs.
Signs.
We have some of the worst interactions with signs.
And then we have some of the best interactions with some signs. Me personally, I'm a Capricorn, you know.
And I'm Aquarius. I know you love me, don't you all?
Okay.
But yeah.
We're going to get into it. But before you do and go any further, please subscribe. Okay?
And likes. Get that big thumbs up. Please.
Yes, please. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go. So we did a
little poll
on Instagram
just to collect some data.
Yeah.
To kind of see who's the worst sign that you guys have dated or signs that you would never date again. And then some of the signs that you were, was your best relationship or you would date again.
Exactly. Who you had the best experience.
Best interaction with, right?
Yes.
Best experience. So we're going to start with the best.
Okay.
The best signs you guys have interacted with was Capricorn. It was a tie between the lovely Capricorn and Cancer. Surprisingly enough, Cancers and Capricorns. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then as far as the worst, so people that you kind of like wouldn't go back to, there was not even a tie. It was Cancer. Was in the lead.
Cancer. So, and then the runner-up was
Pisces. Yes.
So,
those water signs, what's going on?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Something in the water, clearly.
In the water. And honestly, I could say that's my two best and worst. Cancer was one of my worst relationships, but it's the best relationship that I've had as well. So that's kind of strange.
All right. And for myself personally, my best relationship was with a Virgo. And my worst relationship was with a Gemini.
And I'm not
never, ever again.
Never again.
Sorry.
You wouldn't even.
No. You say I'm out.
Just it's
gone. I'm gone. Yeah. I can't take it.
I have dated a Gemini.
Yeah.
It was intense. Because we're both air signs. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we're more so friends, if anything.
Right.
But we'll go into that. We'll go down the list. So Capricorn, we'll start off with that. My interaction with Capricorn, oh God, that was the stalker. Mm-hmm. So I would never date a Capricorn just based upon that. I mean, granted, it might be, some Capricorns out there that are good.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as the date. But that kind of like made me stray away from Capricorns.
Okay, I could definitely see it and understand it. Me personally, I have the only Capricorn that I've dealt with before was chill. We got along well, which is crazy. Like, it was almost like we were the same person.
You're dating yourself.
He worked and stuff like that. But then I know the other side of Capricorn males, which batshit crazy. I'm like, crazy.
I don't know what it is.
Like, crazy.
Hard workers. I feel like Capricorn
very hard workers, for sure.
Yeah. And women, like females, I get along with Capricorn women.
Yeah.
I really, my sister's my best friend. I get along with Capricorn women. Even like people at my job that are Capricorns, like they just come to work and they work. They're gonna do their job.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I also like how how vocal they are. Like they're gonna let you know if it's a problem. It's not gonna be you're not gonna have to guess. They'll let you know what's going on, let you know how they feel. They can communicate. Exactly. That's like one of their strengths. So I love Capricorns when it comes to like me being friends.
You heard it from her first. Okay, get you a Capricorn. Capricorn woman. Yeah. I don't know about the males. You know. But like I said, my experience with the male dealing with one wasn't too bad. Knowing some, yeah. But we're gonna move along to the lovely Aquarius.
No.
So I'm gonna start it off since you're Aquarius. I'm gonna talk about my experience with Aquarius. Actually my first is Aquarius. So I've always had good relationships with Aquarius in general. I feel like they are good people. But sometimes they can be, a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes, as far as communication sometimes, not all the time. They are know-it-alls sometimes. So I mean, I can't really say that I had a bad experience with any Aquarius overall. As of late, I feel like maybe it's been a struggle, but like I know some really good Aquarius, like
we get a bad
women and men. So I really can't say any. Obviously, my sister is Aquarius, and she's my best friend, like my favorite person. So, yeah, I really can't say anything too negative about Aquarius for the most part. Yeah, we get along.
I feel like we get a bad rep because everybody just goes off of, oh, Aquarius are so aloof. They don't know how to, they don't have feelings. Like, people don't think that we care too much. And we do care. I think that's something where people misunderstand us. Like, we care if we care. Like, if that makes sense. Like, if, I fuck with you, then I fuck with you heavy. Right. But if I don't, it's like, I don't have too much to say to you.
Which is very true.
And it's really, it's like no in between. I either like you or I don't. It's really no in between. And that's one thing that I can say as being an Aquarius. I've never dealt with one.
Never. So you have no type of...
I've never dealt with an Aquarius because, to be honest, most time I do not like them, to be very honest. Most time I feel like we're too, like, we butt heads.
Exactly.
We're too, like, headstrong. And I'm like, you get on my nerves. Like, you're annoying. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's crazy though, right?
It's crazy. Like, I don't usually like Aquarius.
Okay. And so the next on the list,
Pisces. That was the runner-up for the worst that people have dated that they wouldn't date again.
All right.
Pisces. I have mixed feelings about Pisces.
Same.
Some are like the sweetest, you know what I mean? Very sweet. I will say they are. You know what? I have one that is just, she's so amazing, near and dear to me, and she's a Pisces. She's very intuitive. I love her. Very creative. So I've never dated one, so I can't really talk about my experience with that. But as far as being friends with, they're pretty cool as far as friends. They seem to be very emotional. But I feel like I could balance that out with friendship wise. So I don't really have a problem with Aquarius. With Pisces. Sorry.
I got you. I understood.
Yeah, I get along with Pisces. They don't really. I mean, I don't know if I would date one. No, Pisces men I've heard are a bit emotional and kind of like crazy, but I don't know from my experiences.
Yeah, so I've had 2 different experiences with a Pisces male, and it's crazy because it's like day and night. It's kind of crazy. It's like one super, I'm not even going to say the other wasn't super sweet. It's just like he almost had like 2 different sides of him, while the other one was just so nice. We got along really well. Everything was fine. And not to say that the other Pisces and I didn't get along, because I feel like we got along extremely well. But then we had times where we just like butt heads like drastically, to the point where it was like it was no winning, like, because me as a Capricorn, I'm not losing, and he just didn't want to lose, so it was just like
Capricorn has to be right
always. It's not that we have to, we are. So,
you see what I gotta do it?
I'm just saying, but for real, with Pisces, it's kind of a mixed thing. Like, I can't really say anything too bad about Pisces, but this one particular person, we just butt heads really bad. Like I said, we got along well. It's just like when we argue, and I just didn't know how to like. What is the conclusion? Like, what can we do to like really solve the issue?
You kinda gotta agree to disagree when it comes to stuff like that. Like, all right, we're not gonna agree.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
and we don't talk anymore. Like, I don't even. Yeah. So
I do have another experience with a Pisces. I won't really say who. But that particular person was just like either happy or extremely sad. Like extremely sad, like extremely shut down. Like, I feel like if you said one thing to that person as far as like any kind of feedback, shut down. Like,
that's something I could agree on.
Anything like it was just like a dub for the rest of the day. I'm like, oh, okay, so that was that. Maybe the feelings got hurt easily.
Maybe. I definitely do feel like Pisces are sensitive, for sure. Yeah. They're a little sensitive, a little emotional, and that's fine.
Nothing against it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we're going to move along to those Aries.
Aries!
Those Aries. Lord, those Aries, okay? So let me start this off with the Aries, okay? So the crazy thing is some of my best friends are Aries. I get along with Aries. Our personalities, we just balance each other a little bit, like as far as like vibing off of each other's energies, like Like, they're funny, they're fun to hang out with, be around, but they are extreme. Like, they go from 0 to 100. They don't know how to stop. They drive me crazy. Like, one thing I can say is I am attracted to Aries, but they stress me out, like, badly. And I'm saying in friendships from the females, stress me out. In the males, stress me out.
I feel like, I don't know, Aries... Again, we bump heads. I might bump heads with everybody. We bump heads because my brother's an Aries and like love him to death, and we vibe. That Aries vibe is hard. Like, it's like no weather. They could be so cool, you know.
They are,
like, and it's so cool to hang with and get along with. But then when they're upset, you better watch out.
They don't stop. They don't know like, when to stop. It's
when
like,
they're upset,
chill, please.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you done yet? Are we cool? Because like.
It's never
we
done.
have to take like a break from
2 hours later. It's never done.
I know. 2 hours later. You're like, are you done? Are you still mad about that? But I mean, that's the only thing. Like, I don't know. I really get along with male Aries. I feel like they're cool. Females, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like with the experience I've had with some of them, it was like not genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, but it just wasn't too genuine. We had to work at it, our relationship, and then we were like cool.
Okay.
I kind of think maybe we misunderstood each other.
And that could be a thing too.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. Okay.
But the next one is Taurus.
I love Taurus. Like, I really have nothing bad to say about Taurus. Like, me and Taurus really get along. And it could just because we're earth signs. And we just really get along well. I feel like they're funny. I feel like they're a little bit misunderstood sometimes because they're sensitive.
I feel like they're very misunderstood, yeah. They are sensitive.
They're
you
sensitive.
have to watch what you say to a Taurus. Once you do a Taurus wrong, that's pretty much it.
There's no coming back.
That's all. They don't like you. Like, after that. So you do have to tread lightly. I feel like, they're a bull, so they're very stubborn. But when I say sincere and giving, the most sincere people, they will give you their last, is what my interactions are with a Taurus.
Yes.
So very sincere people, genuine, I will say.
I feel like they have a very hard exterior, but in the inside, once you get to know them,
they're so much.
They're so sweet and so nice. Like, they're
lovable
lovable people, but I feel like maybe they've been through a lot.
They've been through a lot,
so they just
have so much to
have a guard.
Usually they carry a big load, especially when it comes to their families.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's probably why they are kind of like tough exterior. They don't take any bullshit, but they are sweet people. Yeah, genuine.
And they're funny. I feel like, Taurus are realists. I feel like for the most part, like, it's no cap with a Taurus. They're going to tell you what it is. No sugarcoat. And I love it. So I think that's why, me and Taurus, we just get along well. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Nothing bad to say. All right.
We have Geminis are next on the list. Geminis, I feel like, I don't know, as far as friendships, I get along very well with Geminis. And we're air signs, as you know. So, I don't know, I feel like it's like a connection. Like, we just get the same jokes and stuff like that, and like it's a vibe. Then it's another side to where we can clash. It's like Clash of the Titans. Like, they might be so firm on their beliefs. And as you know, Aquarius is a fixed sign, so we're like firm on ours as well. So, it could be like, it just depends on. Good thing and a bad thing, but I mean, one of my best friends is a Gemini, so I love them. You know what I mean? And we kind of like give each other that space if we're having like an argument or we don't agree with each other. We kind of just give each other a space and come back and be like, you know what? I'm sorry, I was drawing. Like, but yeah.
For me, it's a strong no. No, let me no, but listen, okay, Gemini. Okay, I've had one of my worst experience dealing with a Gemini. Like, I'm talking about violated me in a way that I can never explain or express, could never come back from it. So me personally, I feel like I would never deal with another Gemini again. Now, could I be friends with a Gemini? Absolutely. I feel like me and Geminis my experience with Gemini, we get along really well at first. Like, it's no issues. But like I said, well, like my sister said, they have a different side to them. And sometimes that's the side that you don't want to be around. And it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It's like they're unpredictable sometimes. Like, you don't know what's going on in their head.
You don't know what you're going to get sometimes.
You don't know what you're going to get.
You know what I mean? Like, they can be the most fun person. Like, okay, we're ready to go.
Yeah. But then they can be down just like that.
I know. So it really depends on their mood and what they're going through. I did deal with a Gemini before, and it was like a roller coaster. You know what I mean? Mad love for, Geminis, but it's just like, I mean, we got along very well. Yeah. But when it was like a bad time, it was like a bad time.
What I can say is that they're passionate.
Very passionate.
They're very passionate.
Almost like it's, I don't know, almost like it kind of holds them back. Yeah. Because they're so passionate. And you're like, you can't see the other person's point of view because you're so steadfast and you're so passionate on yours. Yep. You got to open your mind a little bit.
That can be the very thing. It's like it can make or break the situation because the passion can drive you, pull you in, attract you to them because they're so passionate. That's the thing, And that's the thing. That's one thing I can say about a Gemini is that when we, met, it was just like crazy chemistry, very passionate. Both of the Geminis that I, had experience with or, encountered were very passionate. Like, it almost felt like we known each other for a long time. We clicked, we got along. And then, after a while, it just like, it was like a switch. And I'm like, okay, who are you? Because you're not the person that I met. Right, yeah. I'm like,
or it was just the other side.
The other side, the twinsies, so.
Yeah, but as far as like loving and most thoughtful Gemini, like they will literally listen to what you say and know like what you like. And then, when your birthday rolls around, they got your favorite gift or whatever you like the most. They're like very thoughtful.
Yes,
I will say that about them.
Okay.
Now we come to Cancer.
I can't really say about a Cancer that I've dealt with. I don't think I've ever really dated a Cancer before. So, I talked to one. So, I really can't speak on that. But one of my best friends is a Cancer. And our relationship is definitely like love, but we have times where we did not get along because me as a Capricorn, I'm very blunt. I'm very bold. And like, if you're my friend, I'm going to just tell you how I feel. Like, I'm never going to lie to you to make you feel better. And with a Cancer, sometimes they need that fluff. And I felt like with my friend, we kind of butt heads because, I'm honest. And sometimes they can't handle that honesty the way I deliver it.
Not many people can.
Because sometimes, I deliver the truth like, straight up like that.
Like, straight is what it is.
Straight, no
chaser. I like a straight shooter. I might be mad at the time, but I'll get over it. Thank you for telling me the truth.
Exactly.
Like, I appreciate your honesty.
Exactly.
Because I feel like don't lie to me, have me out here looking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tell me about myself.
Yeah.
Cancers are special to me. No, like I said before, I've had one of the worst relationships with a Cancer. And it was like, just, I don't know, like I felt like we didn't understand each other at all. You know what I mean? At first, maybe it was real good, but then it was like good, but somewhere along the lines, we just lost communication. Maybe we grew apart, we just didn't understand each other. And I met like a total different side of that Cancer, and I did not like it. So, needless to say, it didn't work out. But one of my best relationships, I'm actually engaged, and that's my best relationship ever. We do take that time to communicate. And I feel like, when I read up on some things about Cancer and Aquarius, you have to communicate. Like, you have to. That was the number one thing they said. It's going to take work for the relationship to work. And I feel like we've been, doing a really good job. We've been together almost 5 years. So we do take that time. I mean, we do go at it sometimes,
Well, I mean, what couple
what couple doesn't? But we know after, we calm down, like, okay, maybe we need some space, and then we come right back at it like, all right, I'm sorry.
Well, I absolutely love you two together. You already know how I feel about that,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to jump into all of that, but I absolutely love my sister and, our fiance together, so.
I feel like they're very emotional because they're water signs. So
for sure.
They can be emotional. But yeah, that's part of why I love Cancers. because they do care. You know, they care a lot. And they'll let you know, like, when you're in a Cancer's life, you're in their life. Like, when they care about you, friend, family, whatever, like, you're locked in. I will say that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Leo is next.
You want to start off with Leo?
Well, Leo's is a love-hate. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's like no in between. Like, certain Leos I know, I love them to death. And, like, your mom's a Leo.
Yes, my mother is a Leo. So
love her.
I'm birthed
right.
by Leo.
And that's my mom. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I love some Leos. Other Leos we meet, and it's like, ooh, I don't like you.
Right.
Straight up. Like, ooh. It's just a lot of energy. You know what I mean?
It is.
And I'm like, or I have to get to know you. Like, really get to know you behind that fluff. Behind the bullshit that, you know, some of them are trying to put out there, I'll say. Like, I don't know. Maybe I misread them. I'm not sure. But whatever that, you know, whatever that thing is that they try to put up beside, I feel like after it comes down, I'm like, okay, like, I like you and you're cool. You know what I mean? But some, I don't understand. And no.
So, dating Leos, I've never really dated a Leo. I have talked to a Leo. It didn't really go far because they don't know how to communicate very well. As far as friendships with Leos, stress me out completely. I have a friend who is a Leo. We're actually not talking right now because she stresses me out. Like, I'm talking about very self-centered.
She does
where the world revolves around her. So yeah. Like I said, love her dearly, but I don't like her right now. Like, now my mother, she's a Leo. And I love her dearly. Yes. She stressed me out too, but what mother doesn't stress you out? You know, and so my mom doesn't act like how that Leo acts at all.
Totally
Nothing
different.
like
and
that.
it is some other components.
And you know, she's older too. You know?
That, yeah.
It's a little different. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about Leo. I really don't have to say too much about Leos.
I feel like they don't, like you said, just to play off of that, they don't communicate well, or they over communicate. It's like extremes with Leos. I feel like it's one extreme to the next, but some, like I said, I don't know what it is, but some I really do get along with, and others I just don't.
You feel like it's too much, sometimes,
like,
or not enough. And you know what? That I could totally agree with that, because I feel like my friend, sometimes she's too much, and then with the guy that I guess you could say talking to, not enough. It was just like a lack. So, yeah.
So that's our bit on note.
That's Leos. It on Leos.
Virgos.
Let's talk about it.
You know, Virgos confuse me to this day. They really do.
What's the confusion?
My relationship is like kind of weird with Virgos. Like, you know.
Let's talk about it.
Well, my mother's a Virgo, so you know, she, you know, very loving. We did butt heads when I was growing up. You know what I mean? So I'm Aquarius, she's a Virgo. So it was kind of like a power struggle between Virgo and Aquarius. And I feel like I've dated one. He was a liar, straight up and down. He lied about a lot. He also was like very manipulative. I felt like he came in and just, you know, was lying from the rip. He was not telling the truth. Like, he wanted to, you know, portray this luxury lifestyle when he actually didn't have much. And it was just like kind of weird and strange. So, I don't know, like Virgos, I'm not too sure how I feel about them. Yeah. Some of the most hardworking people, then you have Virgos that are very hardworking. But the ones that I knew, like, you know, besides my mom, it was not a connection between us.
So, as I said at the beginning of the video, my best experience in a relationship was with a Virgo. We're both earth signs, so we really get along really well. We're actually like very compatible with one another.
He's about the only Virgo that I like. Almost. Him and my mom. He is. He was like really funny, silly. I don't know. Yeah,
but that's the thing with Virgos. It takes time to get to that fun, silly side.
That's what that probably was.
Because you know, at first they're very like standoffish. You know, you just really don't know what you're dealing with when, you know, you first meet a Virgo. It takes time for them to get comfortable.
You gotta peel back that layers like
Absolutely.
an onion. And you're like, oh, I really like you. Like,
because for real, when you first meet them, they probably seem like they're stuck up, don't have any type of personality, very, you know, what can I say, judgmental, which they can be. I'm not gonna lie, they can be very judgmental. But overall, they're very loving. They're supportive. Once they love you, it is what it is. They're very supportive. Yeah. The thing that I really didn't like too much about Virgos is that they are very, what is the word? Nonchalant sometimes. Like, they're very nonchalant.
Like, they can care less.
And that's the crazy
thing.
Even
if they care. They just don't want you to know that sometimes.
You know.
And you know what it is? I feel like they feel vulnerable. And
Absolutely.
they don't like to feel vulnerable because they are such strong people. You know, like my mom, she liked to have it all together. So she didn't want you to, you know, to feel vulnerable and, you know, feel like she didn't have it together. So I feel like that's one thing.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like that. And like I said, it takes time to like really get to know them. So obviously they're not really going to show you that softer side until you really get to know them.
They trust you. That's when you
trust,
know,
for sure.
You have to gain their trust in order to get in, which makes sense. You should have to gain somebody's trust in order to get in.
But like I said, they're good people.
They're sensible. They're very sensible, if you ask me. They usually have it together for the most part.
Yeah. So
let's go to Libras.
Libras.
Lovely
Libras.
I am like the best friends with Libras. I don't know. We just kind of cling. I don't know what air sign again. We kind of like cling as far as favorite cousins, and you know, a lot of my friends are look at me, are Libras. Correction, I apologize.
It's okay.
But yeah, then it's like they also sometimes they don't really know boundaries. So that's like a thing.
I can totally agree with that.
Where I've dated a Libra. They don't know boundaries. They will push and like kind of push to see like what they can do. You know, what you will allow them to do. What you allow, exactly. And friendships as well. You have to set those boundaries like, look, now. So that's what I feel like as far as like Libras. Loving, funny as hell. Like I love Libras. But you do have to set those boundaries because they will try it.
That's really all I can say. Is that I can only agree with what my sister said. Boundaries. They have none. So you definitely have to set those boundaries. They are, I want to say they're almost like free-spirited people. Like they do as they please. Like, you know, it's no boundaries. There's no limits. If they want to do it, they're going to do it. And like, that's really all I can say about Libras.
They get me though.
Yeah.
Libras get Aquarius, I believe. Like they just get me. Sometimes I feel like for the most part, they know like how I'm feeling. I don't know.
It's definitely a vibe when Libras come around. Like,
it's definitely a vibe. We'll be laughing for hours. Like, it is a vibe.
It's a vibe. Good energies. I mean, sometimes you want to sock them.
Sometimes you do. And it's like, you know, and they probably want to sock me too. Sometimes they're like, you know. For sure. Like, yeah, but it's a good vibe with Libras.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely will not date a Libra ever again. It's definitely friends. Of course I won't, but you know.
I don't think I ever dated a Libra.
You never dated a Libra?
No. I think I've talked to a Libra before, but I've never dated one, I don't think. None that comes to mind. But, yeah.
So, on to Scorpios.
Okay, Scorpio. Well, first and foremost, our brother and our father are Scorpios.
My grandmother. You know what I mean? My daughter is a Scorpio.
Yes.
So I'm surrounded. We're surrounded by Scorpios.
What's your pick?
It's like
our cousin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god! Like I feel like Scorpios get me too. Like as far as certain things, they're not shaken easily. I feel like it depends on what Scorpio you're talking about, but like I don't know. Like we agree. They definitely speak their mind. Like
sometimes too much.
Yeah, sometimes too much. But they're going to tell you what's on their mind regardless. They're not going to hold it in. We'll let you know how they feel. They can be very sensitive, is what I will say.
They can be,
but you might not know that because if you don't know them.
Exactly.
But they can be very sensitive.
As far as family,
I
love Scorpios. You know, like I said, my dad is a Scorpio. Our dad is a Scorpio. Our brother is a Scorpio. Our cousin, my niece, her daughter is a Scorpio. Her mom is a Scorpio. So, like, loving, caring people. However, if you tuned into our stalker video, he is a Scorpio. So, it's weird because Scorpios and Capricorns are supposed to be very compatible. But my experiences with Scorpio is like, we were compatible, but they're crazy. Like,
I feel like they're very passionate. And that can lead to like
Joe passionate.
Yeah, no, yeah, pretty much. And what's theirs is theirs.
Yeah,
what's
that's
theirs is theirs.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I think they're loving. I think they're supportive. I think they're funny.
Yeah.
But as far as me, will I ever deal with one again? I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's a strong no, but it's definitely not a for sure yes.
I've never dealt with a Scorpio.
Never.
Ever.
No.
It's always been like my family or friends.
Yeah.
Even somebody that I worked with, like we kind of like got off to a weird start. Like we were cordial, but nothing like we didn't really, get into any deep conversations. But after I got to know her, that's like my favorite coworker.
Yeah.
We related on so many different levels. So it's just like, I feel like kind of like Virgo, you have to peel back those layers to kind of get to know Scorpio.
Yeah.
Or for them to open up to you. You know what I mean? They're very like closed off at first, is what I've noticed. But I've never dated one, just friends.
Yeah.
Family.
I dated two, and both were like crazy, like for sure. So you have the stalker story, and then you have the yeah. So
we'll tune in. Maybe we'll share. Maybe we'll share
some more.
Maybe she'll share it with you. Maybe. We'll
maybe next time.
Keep you tuned in.
But last but not least, we have those Sagittarius.
Our sisters are Sagittarius.
Our sisters are Sagittarius. Love you.
Love you, Sissy. No. Know it all, for damn sure.
Know it all.
Know it all.
Know it all.
She thinks she's right all the time. And then 9 times out of 10, she usually is right, which is like annoying. But I've never dated a Sagittarius. So as far as like, I can't really speak on that. I can only speak on like my sister. Like, as far as, I don't even have friends that are Sagittarius.
So, I've dealt with a Sagittarius before. He was very cool. I liked him. I met him, I think, at a cookout at summertime one year, and like he was just giving me all the compliments, very nice. He was a nice guy. We vibed, we interacted with each other, but they don't take no for an answer. It's like, I felt like we vibed until we could no longer vibe. Like it came to a point where the vibe was like, okay, we should just be friends. And he didn't want to just be friends. So it became something else. Like I was like no, and he wasn't trying to hear no, and that was just like,
so it was just like, yeah.
He became a little crazy a little bit. But because
I feel like I don't know, they like
I just have to take a step back from him. I'm not going to say he's a stalker or like anything like, my stalker story. It's just like I had to take a step back from him and just let him know like, we're not on the same page.
Right.
So it can't be that way with us. We could be friends, but it can't be that way with us. And I feel like for a long time he didn't understand, but now,
I feel like Sagittarius don't want to hear that.
They don't.
If you're not like trying to be with them, or you're not, they won't deal with you. They'll be like, all right, I have no friends, and I don't need you as one. So yeah, see you later.
Yeah. They don't like taking no for answer. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, good luck.
They're stubborn.
They're very stubborn.
They're stubborn as hell, but they're very caring and loving.
They are.
They will give you the shirt off their back. I do know that. Very passionate about what they do as well. Especially with work, they do not come to play.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I have to
Very
say.
creative.
Very creative, yes. Very creative.
Definitely.
Very dramatic. Yes.
Dramatic.
Sagittarius are dramatic.
Very dramatic. The antics.
They're going to bring a little drama, yes.
Yeah, okay. But overall, I can't, I like Sagittarius.
I like Sagittarius.
Yeah, I love my sister, so I can't really say anything bad.
Yeah. And I don't really know too many, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know too many Sagittarius. Not too many, but
yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of our list. We ran through all the wonderful signs and told you how we felt about every zodiac sign. So what are your experiences? What do you feel? Yes. Comment below. Let us know what is your worst experience and what is your best experience. Who would you never deal with again? And who would you love to deal with again?
We might do a segment on that. So like if you do have a story, again, send it to bigmamaenergy@gmail.com and we can share that story, with our other subscribers.
Exactly. If you have some crazy stories to say or tell about any other zodiac signs that you dealt with, and they're interesting, send them over and maybe one day we'll tell your story.
Exactly.
Okay. But until next time, like, subscribe, and share.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye.